Namaste, Namaha. Welcome to your 5 minutes of self-care. So last week we started on a series of ethical guiding principles that can be read in the yogic philosophy, the Yoga Sutras by Patanjali. Going further into the first one, which was ahimsa, non-violence, we need to look at where this whole non-violent behavior starts. And it starts with our thoughts and what we say to oneself. What we normally say and how we think about ourselves is a reflection on how we also act externally. And this is again coming back to quantum field, to energy. What happens within happens also without. When the first time when I heard this, I was like, I don't understand this concept. I don't get it. And I totally get that, because once you have experienced changes within yourself, then you actually find and you experience synchronicities outside in your external circumstances and in your environment. And you do not know, did I do this now or what happened? And nonviolent behavior really starts on how we think about ourselves, about situations, about others. And then it normally then continues with how we speak to ourselves in our mind. And sometimes we even say things like, this is really stupid. Why have I been so stupid? As an example. And we don't even realize that we're using words which are not great for ourselves. And the tendency when we stop talking to ourselves this way, we also tend to be nicer and have a better communication with other people. And nonviolent behavior, the communication is key, especially in our private lives and our professional lives. Unfortunately, I still come across in many companies, organizations, corporations, even in yoga classes, the choice of words and the intention behind them and the tonality in our body language does not really convey nonviolent behavior. It is great if we perceive on practicing ahimsa, non-violent behavior, by, for instance, saying I'm vegan or I'm vegetarian and I do not wish to, do any harm onto animals. And there again, I say again, non-violence starts with ourselves. So if, for instance, your body does need animal protein to a certain extent, especially when you're pregnant as a woman, we need to look at this. And you can be the best spiritual healer, shaman, guru, yoga therapist. Yet again, if you have a violent communication towards yourself and towards others, that does not speak about you practicing ahimsa and nonviolence. Because I come across it so many times, and how we speak to each other, how we treat each other, this is so important, of being compassionate, kind, and loving to each other. And corporations, obviously, leadership skills, they do comprise also the way how we communicate non-violently. And there are even courses about it. I still don't get it why companies have not taken these courses on board. Because the way how you actually communicate to your team member, to your partner, to your loved one, also helps to motivate them to perform, to be more productive. So if we encourage and empower people with the words we choose, the tonality, the body language, and with a smile, that just, gives many people more of a motivation to do the best as they can. There are ways on communicating. For instance, if we criticize colleagues, peers, loved ones, partners. Think of it as constructive feedback and the choice of words you're using. So I could say to someone, you know, you haven't thought this through, you are pretty stupid when it comes to that. Or you can say, okay, this does need a little bit more of your attention. Have a look at it closer, go deeper into it, and see if you can find some things that don't match. That's a whole different way of speaking to another person. So, and the tendency of personally attacking people is still so prevalent in the corporate world, but also within our private relationships. And the way how we choose our words is so important, and it's a key for nonviolent behavior. I hope this all makes sense. Namaste, Namaha.